$100,000 game of Madden coming your way. Who's going to be the champ? Who's going to the Super Bowl? 20-minute game, and we already got somebody stepping off sides here, and that's going to be a penalty.
Oh, it's just a gentleman's agreement. He's going to go offside, so can they set their audible, so there shouldn't be any flags.
Ibestrafing will get it first for the Vikings, and he gets blown up in the backfield. Ricky Williams, the legend, goes nowhere.
It's not the normal teams. These are teams that are constructed by these players that they put together, kind of like a daily fantasy lineup.
And he'll throw it away with Michael Vick. You see the speed. Fred Biletnikoff was the Super Bowl MVP. Fran Tarkenton couldn't get it done.
John Madden himself for the Oakland Raiders. So could the stars be aligning for PAVAN as he starts off with a huge defensive stand to open it up?
And just a youngster, but maybe his experiences long past his years. He's going to have great field position at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Skim. And one of these guys is going to win their first Madden belt here tonight. Able to shake by one, gets away from another, and Vick throws it right up the sideline. Tyreek Hill.
Vick will break tackles. He will be able to get outside of the pocket. They call him the second greatest video game character of all time, next to Super Mario.
We call that the bunch formation.
Wheel route on the right side.
And he wheels him up and overthrows.
Both players in this game are going to have Randy Moss on their team in their lineup.
Throws it to the outside. There's the high point. He drags the back of the feet. The heels are in bounds. Touchdown, PAVAN.
I mean, Randy Moss on a wheel route, that's been one of the best routes in the red zone for years. He goes to it. If you're Ibestrafing, the next time he gets out down here, you got to figure out how to make him throw another route.
So this will be the second possession for Strafing. Remember, he had to punt it on his first time he touched the rock. Let's look at this replay again. Elevates. That's elevation, Holmes. And then the reaction.
All tournament, that's the eye of the tiger look.
Well, Strafing, viewing the scouting report, knows that PAVAN on a nice pass downfield to the GOAT, Jerry Rice.
When we say PAVAN's got his D-line on aggressive, it's like a coordinator telling his D-line, play the pass, go after the quarterback, don't worry about the run.
Neither of these guys have won a championship. They've never even been in a final. That's how crazy this week has been.
Ooh, that's scary.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 6, using a lot of the play clock. And once again, PAVAN is in the background.
They're great, but you have to get touchdowns when you're down here.
Throw to the outside. And it's up, and it is good. So he does get on the board on his second drive. And we got a 4-point ball game.
And interesting enough, Strafing in this entire tournament, Scott, dating back to when he won his Vikings club championship, so 6 games in a row.
Number 1 position. And there's a sack.
Strafing's averaging about 14 to 15 different plays that he mixes around throughout the game.
Vick for PAVAN.
Yep, looking for Moss on this corner route. Strafing knows it. Nope, there it is.
And Moss.
Overload that defense, and a lot for them to account for.
He's going for it all with B up the sideline.
He might have it.
He's looking to the end zone, and Roberts will hang on. Another touchdown for PAVAN.
And now he's up 2 possessions, and he'll get the ball at the half. The young one's got all of the momentum.
That play has worked ever since Michael Vick came into the league.
Yeah, and that's just lab work. His whole crew, they're the first ones that got me with it about a month or 2 ago. This route that goes up the sideline, you can sometimes get over the top of the coverage. What a perfect time to pull out your money play to go up 14-3.
From the young one.
Yeah, 2 times. He's up 14-3 now. Strafing has got to respond here for the Minnesota Vikings. And there's Jerry Rice at the 42. That route's been open for him. So I'll bring him a 1st and 10 in plus territory. We're already in the waning seconds of the first quarter. And he'll roll. And he threw a pick. He didn't see him, and there's the legend, Ronnie Lott.
And PAVAN's talking to him. He's capping that Strafing.
Scott Cole, RG Skimbo back in the building here for the second quarter. With 5 minutes gone by, it's looking really good for PAVAN. And there's a tip.
He's going to need to make up for that. But you know what? In a football game, one play can make the difference to get you all the momentum back. He's still very much in it.
And there's a sack. It's a user sack. Clicks on and makes the play.
Let the AI do the majority of the actions for him. These guys are doing everything user controlled.
Vic will take off. Gets a block. It will slide down at the 44.
You're up 14-3. You get the ball at half. Smart decision right there by PAVAN.
But keep that note. You will see these guys go for it a lot more aggressively on 4th down than you're used to.
Maybe getting a lifeline here. If you go down here and score, we got ourselves a ball game. Even a field goal makes it a one-possession game. And he'll spin with Vic. That's awfully risky.
He's the most unpredictable player we have on the circuit.
Got to get rid of it. We asked him what he would do with the Super Bowl tickets. He said he was going to take his wife, Amy, to the game, that they're going. Looking. Boy, he's got nobody. No one is open.
Here they come.
And he playmakers up wide and nearly threw a pick. He needs to get to the 49-yard line to extend the drive.
He normally loves hitting his tight end right here on these kind of plays.
Little play action. And boy, that was a risk. He fumbled it. And PAVAN has jumped on it.
Come on, man. That last play was a pick. Good play. That was a good play.
And that's devastating if you're Ibestrafing.
And I know what you might be saying at home on this big run, but after that fumble, you're saying, challenge it, challenge it. There's no challenges in Madden. It's either right or wrong. 12 minutes away from winning $100,000 and going to the Super Bowl.
Getting that respect on his name that he's been talking about.
Works in development for EA, knows this game inside and out. Tyreek tries to spin. He needs 8, got to get to the 40. And wide open is the legend Shannon Sharp out of Savannah State.
Whose hook zone was supposed to be in that middle of the field.
Under a minute now to go.
He has a corner.
Missed it. He's got to get down.
And he'll slide with Vic, and Ibestrafing will use his second timeout. He has 1 remaining, last 50 seconds of the first half. Looking, and he'll be sacked back at the 25-yard line. Vic. Looking, and won't get away, but the clock will continue to move.
Got to watch the block.
He's going to hold it a little longer. He did not kick it perfectly on the meter, but it's right down Main Street, and that pushes his lead all the way up to 2 touchdowns. 17-3 for PAVAN and the Raiders.
He kicked it.
6 seconds left in the half. No timeouts. And he will hand it off. And that's how the first half will come to a close.
This is going to be a huge momentum drive that could really define this game. This is a big one, Scott.
Vic looking, and he gets hit as he throws. Who's going to the Super Bowl and putting $100,000 in their bank account? And Tyreek will hold on at the 31.
It doesn't get bigger than this.
This one tournament almost.
Oh,
What a move.
He's
going to end
short,
up short, though. Needs a yard. Strafing needs a stop. PAVAN has time, and he goes up top. He's got a man wide open. Touchdown, Raiders!
No more conservative. I'm aggressive now. Let's go. Come on. Finish this.
Man, he's looking for 1 yard. No, he's looking for a touchdown. Goes up top.
And we've seen him do this in the tournament early on, Scott. He gets you, and you get him in a 4th and 1 short yardage situation. You're thinking he's going to dunk it down or run the ball, and that's when he hits you up top for a big play when you're not expecting it. This young man is wise beyond his years.
There's a technical term to what he just did, and the word is savage.
So what that means is he's just going to let his D-line go right after Ryan, and there they go. He dials one up.
Has Ibestrafing even played from behind this tournament till the 4th quarter?
No, sir.
Both of these guys have guaranteed themselves $75,000. Winner walks away with a $125,000 game of John Madden football.
3:44 Left here in the third. Here's a 4th and 19.
Glitch and Bosa.
And it
go.
won't
Make
get
tackle.
there. He'll
Come on.
haul it in, but he'll
Ramsey.
be short. It's a turnover on downs.
Still have to treat this one play at a time. One play at a time. One play at a time.
That's Coach Skim getting involved. Little coach speak.
He's going to go for it all right here again.
2nd and 5. Looking downfield. Has a man. Oh, my. If you got young kids watching this, turn them away from the screen. It's getting ugly here in San Francisco.
Absolutely. He catches you off guard, and he's done it all tournament. Right when you think you got him figured out, that's when he hits you for the big play. And you know what? When you're up this many points, you have room for error. Why not take a shot? That's what NFL coaches will tell you to do. He takes his shot, and look at him, a little fist pump. He's feeling it.
You know, all the youngsters that we've had come through, I'm talking about Dreenies, I'm talking about the young Kivs. This is the next guy.
PAVAN had a chip on his shoulder about that. He said, nobody's talking about me. I will get my respect. You will know my name. Fair to say you're getting the job done, young man. Who would have thought? I knew the Raiders didn't have the greatest season. Who would have thought that they'd bounce back here in the club championship?
Well, Gruden, if you're looking for an offensive coordinator, you might have found one in the youngster.
If anyone from the Raiders is watching, show him some love. He is representing you well right now.
I might have to send a text message to my guy, MJD.
I'll say this for Ibestrafing after this pass play right here.
It has not gone. This is not the Ibestrafing we know.
No, and I was going to say, he's had all day in the pocket, all tournament. He's even talked about watch his pocket presence, but for some reason, PAVAN's getting pressure to him every time, except for that last play.
And I was nervous about PAVAN because I thought his road to the final was a little bit easier than Ibestrafing. It's finally Strafe gets on the board here with a high point to Randy Moss. And now he needs some magic. I'm going to do the math here. He's down by 3 scores.
He's got 3 timeouts, Scott. He's still got the whole 4th quarter, 1:35. If he was able to land some sort of hit stick, cause a fumble.
How I play, because I love passing the ball out a bunch. You don't have the best run plays in the world. It's very hard to clock out a bunch. And so this is why, if anyone can come back, it is Ibestrafing versus PAVAN.
But his rushing offense is 120 out of 128 competitors. So it'll be a lot of drags, a lot of checkdowns here. And he's going to use Vic's leg and just slide down. He's going to try to go the air here. I don't want to question the guy because he's rolling here, but he might go out of bounds. He stays in. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Ibestrafing basically needs the greatest comeback in the history of John Madden football here at a competitive level, and this one's in bounds.
He's going to have a chance.
Amari with a spin. And he'll start the drive at the 41. That's a good start. 1st and 10 at the 41. Strafing. Can't get away from the heat.
Yeah, if you're strafing, you got to sneak in some fake snaps. The problem is fake snapping takes time, and he's in a hurry right now due to how many points he's down.
Well, wide open is Jerry Rice, and the greatest of all time when it comes to receivers, picks up the 1st down.
Not only does he need a fake snap, but that doesn't even fit him. He's a quick snap kind of play action kind of guy, and you're down. 2 things that are not going right for him right now.
That's a good point, Mike.
Swings it to the outside. Jerry with a spin move. Tight ropes his way to the 32. Vic looking, throwing, and it's aggressive. All the way to the 5. Trying to fight back.
Will route to Moss. He did this earlier in this tournament.
See where he goes. Back of the end zone and knocked away.
You're going to need multiple defenders. Great defense by PAVAN.
Strafing. Ricky gets in there with Ricky Williams. So has 3 timeouts. See if he tries to kick this one out of the back of the end zone, and he will.
If you're strafing, you're going to have to play the defense of your life right now.
You need a pick if you're strafing. It's been all PAVAN. Looking, throwing, sharp of the move. And he's off to the races. He'll stay in bounds at the 46. There's a handoff, and it's a rare run. And it gouges him down to the 38-yard line.
Inside zone.
And Marcus Allen, the legend. And Marcus Allen's getting free. And tripped up at the 6-yard line. That's not a bad thing.
Remember, we're an ultimate team. That's why you'll see a Marcus Allen playing some running back for those Raiders.
Vic will hand it off to Marcus Allen. He'll run around the edge. And we're 157 away from having a brand new champion here in Madden.
Could have been the dagger. That really could have been the dagger. Scott Strafing's been fighting so hard. But down 3 scores with only 1 timeout. You don't got the 2-minute warning to help you out. He's going to need a miracle.
And like we talked about, PAVAN loves to stay on aggressive pass rush. You don't have time to fake snap him or anything like that. This favors PAVAN even more.
And gonna have a flag here. I think this game's in the fridge. Jello's getting jiggly, Butter's getting hard.
Oh, playmaker up.
Ooh. What can your mentality be if you're Strafing? You just got to continue to fight to the very end. You got to try to get it all in one play. I mean,
it's pride at this point, RG. Honestly, you just got to keep scratching and clawing. Big play right there. But if you're PAVAN, you just keep sending the heat. You can't let them roll out like that. Make the play. Just send the heat.
And I think the important thing, PAVAN doesn't care how many yards he gets, as long as that clock right there continues to tick.
And he'll throw it, and it'll be stripped away. Got to the finals, it didn't work out. But what did it feel like getting that first belt?
Felt really good. I'm not gonna lie, I was 0-2 when I started. It was awful. I was thinking if I could ever even win a belt, and I think this kid on his first time ever, he's about to go 1 for 1.
Well, you've been there on the other side as well. Talk to us about being so close, like Strafing has been right here, and it looks like he's going to come up short. What's the emotions there?
Honestly, when you lose the first finals, you're thinking, am I even going to be back to another finals? Because they're so hard to make. To make a run to the finals every time, it's almost impossible. That's what went through my head when I lost my very first one.
Fortunately for both of these guys, they're both qualified for the Madden Bowl at the end of the season.
I think that was a throw beyond the line of scrimmage there, a legal forward pass. Both of these guys are going to be in the Madden Bowl. This is just our second stop on the season. We had the Madden Classic that the guy beside me won in Vegas, 25 grand, and his 3rd belt. But we'll go to the Madden Challenge. That'll be in March. And then the Madden Bowl at the end of the year. That's where these two guys might tangle once again.
It'll be interesting. There's a lot of good players that are already in that last tournament.
First and goal. And it looks like PAVAN is going to win the 100 grand. He's going to win his first Madden belt. That thing ain't cheap. I'm telling you, this young man has got a bright future on the stage of Madden. I love my dad and brother, but I'm going to that game. I can tell you that. And it's a touchdown for Strafing. A little silver lining here, but we are 20 seconds away from having a brand new Madden Club champion. What a long road. You got to win 11 games in a row to get to this point. That's 11 single elimination games. You lose one and your road is done. He finished 449th last year. That tells you how far this youngster has come. Look at the handshake, the love, and we got a brand new champion. He's gonna get himself a chance to get the belt. There's the commissioner, Matt Marcoux. He's making his way to the stage, and he's gonna give PAVAN his first belt. Raise it up, young man, you've earned it. You're the Madden 19 Club champion, something you'll remember for the rest of your life, but this guy is just getting started in his Madden career.